What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. It is your boy, More Life Kai. If you are new here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications on so you never miss a new video that I'll be dropping every single week. As you can see by the title of this video, we're going to be talking about you can't rush the process, fellas. I know there were so many times in my life where I felt like, even now, but mostly back then when I was more so younger, or just like over the years, I would oftentimes see people who were accomplishing so many goals in their lifetime or getting so many things that you can tell from the outside, um, and just being successful in life and having everything come their way. And oftentimes it was people that were my age at the time, and that I was always seeing them their success coming and coming more and more, right? And so I would start to compare myself to them and say, why does this feel like I'm falling back? Why does it feel like I'm falling behind the competition, right? And I think a lot of us as men, we try to compare ourselves to other men. And this is where we start to get into our head in this state of depression. I know a lot of y'all might be going through that same thing right now in your life, or maybe you have. And so I just want to, share my thoughts and how I kind of got out of that mindset. First, I want to start off by saying you can't compare yourself to other men. There's no competition. You're only in competition with yourself. As cliche as that sounds, fellas, it's very true. I think a lot of us, we have that bad. We're constantly comparing about what we don't have, how this guy might have more than us, or how he might be getting all the girls or all the chicks. You know what I mean? And he got all the fancy cars, and he might look like he has all this bread. And majority of the time, something that I've learned in life, fellas, is majority of people that you see on social media, no matter how close you are to them, etc., if you see them flaunting it, 9 times out of 10, they don't really have it like that. I think a lot of us, we let it get to our head that a lot of people are doing better than us, but in the inside, they're really struggling. They're only showing you what they want you to see on the outside. They're only showing you because they know social media is so attention grabbing that people are going to see something on social media, something on Instagram. What's the first thing you think when you see something on Instagram? Somebody got a Ferrari. Automatically think, what does your average person think? Maybe you don't think this, but what does your average person think? They automatically think, oh, he got money, right? He got something going for himself. Well, 9 times out of 10, you don't really know if the car may be rented. There's often times where you see rappers, people doing music, actors, right? They do these scenes, especially artists. They can't tell you how many times where artists have admitted to renting a Lamborghini for the music video, renting a Ferrari for the music video. You can't always assume just because somebody's showing you something on the outside, showing you something on social media, that they obviously have it, right? That they own that material item, right? And nowadays, something that I'm starting to realize is a lot of these material items aren't real assets. Real assets is what? Real estate, investing, crypto, investing your money, making your money in uh, returns flow over the years, investing into your business that you may start up, investing into the YouTube channel, investing into new equipment, camera equipment. That's where the money starts to grow because you're investing in things that are going to grow your money for you, right? You're going to invest into things that over the years, that's going to make you rich. That's going to even make you richer, right? As we all know, cars are materialistic items, but they're also the most depreciating assets that we have today in today's market, in today's society. And this is why so many people are going through the hardships and struggles of being trapped into these big car notes and these, big things, because they feel like, oh, I can't afford this. I can't afford this in the moment. But in the long run, you really can't. You're just trying to keep up with the Jones. And I think what happens with us men is we try to get these material items to impress other men. And it's like, really, my G? Like, why would you ever want to impress another man? At least impress another chick. But even then, you should never want to get something or do things just to impress a chick, fellas. You should never want to put yourself in debt just to impress a fine chick. Because if she really rocks with you, as y'all may know this, if she really rocks with you, she gonna rock with you for what you do have in the current moment. And if y'all get, let's say y'all end up getting together, y'all end up to date, whatever it may be, she's going to even build you up and lift you even more so y'all can both get material things together, right? But that's not the main objective. The main objective is to have financial freedom to take care of our loved ones, our family, to have these assets, these real estate, the crypto, the investing, these things that are going to make us money in the long run and not just going to die off and depreciate items like cars, toys, that, jet skis, water stuff, like anything that's fun in the moment that gets your adrenaline rushing, fellas, in the moment, 9 times out of 10, that's a depreciating asset, right? You're never gonna get the same thing unless you got a freaking Lamborghini, right? Even then, it still depends the make, the model, the trim level of the Lambo. Do it got the carbon seats? Do it got do it got the specs? Do it got the carbon rims? Right? All these things matter in the car, but 9 times out of 10, anything where it's a quick adrenaline rush for you to where it's fun, it's gonna be depreciating. Even a chick, fellas, how many times have we been with women who everything is about materialistic, right? Of course, we all love new things. Of course, we all like new things. We all like fashion. Maybe you don't like fashion, right? But we all like, majority of us all like new things. We all, I can't tell you how many women, that's the first thing they say, or the first thing when they get some solid money, right? First thing, like when they start working that medical field, they get their RN license. What's the first thing they start to buy? That Benz, the Louis bag, right? Once you start to see them get all that, that's when they start to get the real money, right? That's the first thing they want to buy, fellas. So you have to separate yourself from that. You have to understand that even a chick can cause you for your pockets to go low, right? I think a lot of us, we have these women around us just because they look good and we feel like, oh, we got to splurge on them every single day just to be able to keep them in our lives, just because we want to be at the top. And I've been in those same positions, fellas. I have talked and dated and vet out some beautiful women, right? But in my head, I'm thinking, I'm already know where this is going. They only after one thing. And so I just had to cut ties, or I just get quickly turned off. And that's where I am at my life now, to where I don't care how good you look, how bad you is, right? What type of body frame you got. If you don't got the mental, if you're not really in it for the long run, then I don't want nothing to do with you. And so that's where the point you have to get to. You have to stop thinking so much with the lust, and understand that there's so many beautiful chicks. There's so many bad women out there that it's like, that may have it all: the mindset, the body, the physique that you like, the heart that you like, right? And she's going to treat you good and appreciate you. But not only that, she's going to build you up. She's going to help build you up, because you should already be on your purpose, no matter if you got her or not. But you should never be afraid to lose no woman, fellas. You should always be putting your purpose first in the long run anyway. So, if you have a chick like that and you meet somebody like that, take care of her, of course. Do things for her. But if you have a chick by your side who you understand that it only cares about the materialistic items, and you feel like you can't have no say so, or how things go, because you feel like you don't want to lose her because she looks too good, fellas, it's not worth it. Trust me, your bank account will appreciate it. Because once that bank account gets low, we all know she is going for the next dude that got more bread. And that's just facts. That's just reality, fellas. And if you in this Delulu cuckoo world, I don't know what to tell you, my G, because that's just facts. You can ask any masculine man who's on his grind, who's in the right headspace, that same question. I guarantee he's going to tell you the same exact thing, because that's just common sense. That's just reality, right? And maybe they don't. Maybe some aren't like that, but majority of the time, if this is a chick that everything's about materialistic items, she always wants you to pull that card out, and she always feels like you should be splurging on her. If this is somebody like that, fellas, that's not the one. You just got to cut ties, because as men, that's not going to help build us up. That's only going to hold you back, right? If you're afraid to lose a woman and you feel like you're having her by your side because you feel like just because of her looks, how is she adding value to your life? How is she what are you benefiting from her? Or is she just benefiting from you financially, but not even really in it for the long run? Because I guarantee you, if that once she sees that bank account get low, she's gonna be the same one up and out of there. And I think a lot of us, we gotta start to see that early on. I think we wait too long to see these signs, or sometimes we see these signs but we're ignoring them, right? It's like when you playing hoop, like you exposing a ball and you could have been had to steal on the other side of the court, but you still just looking at the ball when he dribbling the ball right in front of you, right? It's a 2-on-1 on back court. Like what are we doing? And so you have to pay attention to those signs. So is that something that I do now when I vet out a woman? I don't care how good she look or how bad she look, whatever it may be. Of course, early on, you want to take care of her. You want to take her on dates, etc. Don't got me nothing too expensive. You want to see how type of woman that she is. Is she worth it? Is she worth putting time and effort and investing into? Because some are. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they all like this, but you have to vet them out properly to understand, is this somebody that I want to invest into in my life? Because if you putting all your effort and energy and time and all this stuff and money and resources into somebody that isn't giving you nothing in return, not making you a better man, then what is the point? She's getting everything from you, but you're not getting nothing from her. That's just wasting value. When that could be someone in that same seat who respects you, who looks good, you're attracted to her, beautiful on the face, but her heart is genuine. She wants to see you win. She's not trying to, spend it just because you got it. What's the saying, fellas? What's the saying that they say it ain't tricking if you got it? That's BS. That's BS. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how much bread I got. I'll never trick on a woman just because she looks good. What are you doing for me? How are you adding value to my life? Yes, then I'll take care of you for sure. You never have to worry about nothing. But I'll never trick on somebody just because they look good. And I think a lot of us, that's what we do because we're in our lust mindset. We feel like, oh, just because she look good, let me spoil on her. It's so attractive when a woman looks good, has a heart, has all these things for her going for herself. But then, it's not that she forces the resources that we offer. That's so attractive for us. And so my point is of this video is you cannot rush these things. This is why relationships come in time. This is why dating comes in time. This is why your success comes in time. Making more money comes in time. It doesn't, all these things come in time. Nothing comes overnight, fellas. And so many times that we've heard this from, people that we look up to, people that are giving us advice, but we're not truly hearing it because we want to rush everything. You can't go from the Honda to the BMW. Sometimes you got to sit in the Honda a little longer. Sometimes we're constantly thinking about what other people think of us, what other